Surprise! When I went to edit this video after I filmed the whole thing, my microphone had some crazy unbearable echo, like in a tunnel that was not fixable, even though now the microphone's working fine. I don't know what happened there. But this week we have a voiceover because of it. So last week it was Fall in Stars Hollow as a tribute to Gilmore Girls. It was a very busy week. It doesn't look as busy as it felt. It's weird when you look back on a week and you feel like you were swamped, and then you look and you're like, weird, I didn't write anything down. Anyways, I can't believe it's already the 19th because all month I've been putting stuff off because, like, Thanksgiving is at the end of the month and Black Friday is late this year and yada yada. And now it's all coming to a head and I have stuff to do. So this week in my planner, it was really risky. I didn't have like a set plan on what I was going to do. I had like an idea of what I wanted to do, and that always makes me uneasy. So I pulled out my crafty tags and some fall florals, washi and quotes, and I envisioned it a certain way in my head, and fingers crossed it looks the same on paper. So yeah, this is what we've got to work with. Fingers crossed it looks good. So I love this washi. It's from the washi tape shop. It's not only a cool antique look, but it's also like a vertical washi, which is rare and fun to work with. And I thought it looked really good with the craft paper tags. Together, they create like a vintage vibes that is perfect for fall, I think. When I think of vintage, I think of fall and spring. I don't know why. But I don't know if this washi is still in the shop. I say this every time, I know, but it's Washi Tape Shop, and discount is ALI 10, Ali 10 if you guys want some of your own. So I always like the raw edge on top and then I clip it at the bottom. And this spread is going to be a lot of layering. I love layering, and I used to like get crazy with the layering. This is like going back to the old days for me. And so I don't know. I like really good depth to a planner with the layers and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to use some clear florals, and I hope yeah, see the writing on the washi shows through, and I love it. It kind of gives like a pressed flowers in a book feel, especially with the old craft paper tag feel. I don't know. I like it in my head, but we'll see how it turns out. One of the things I want to bring to the shop next year is more of like this ephemera, scrapbooking, bullet journaling kind of feel with the stickers. Because one of my goals is to journal every day in an actual journal, I thought it'd be fun to have more journal like stickers in the shop to use. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are too. I put the flowers under the tag, and then I was going to layer a quote on top, and we'll see how it turns out. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to give it away, but guys, I really don't like how this one turns out. I'm sorry. Sorry to spoil it. There's just something not right about this. It's probably right here where it went sideways. When I put this quote down, I put it down like kind of asymmetrical, hanging off, and then I regret it, but then it's too late to like take it off the tag and fix it. So I just have to live with it. But it was delightful to find out my new craft paper. If you guys saw my reveal for when I released these stickers, I had much darker craft paper stickers that I would use, and I just didn't like how they turned out. A, because the craft paper was too dark to like write on and stuff. The machines had a really hard time cutting it because they need to see the marks on white paper. And then it was really thick craft paper. So I found this version of craft paper, which is lighter and thinner, and I was delighted to find out it comes off the paper really easily, which is nice. Now it is craft paper still, and so after I put this quote down and try to adjust it, the fuzziness of craft paper, the sticker like pulls it all off. So there's no way it's coming off once you stick something on top of the craft paper stickers. But I was kind of just winging it with these anyways. The craft paper tags and stuff, I feel like are more for writing on them. If you guys like to use boxes, I thought about using these bows, which are really pretty, but they just don't have the same vibe as the watercolory flowers. So that got vetoed. Anyways, Then I thought I should layer some flowers over it to fill in the space of my askew quote. Oof. It's really hard to watch this one back, guys. If you guys make it through till the end, let me know because you guys deserve a big bravo. Especially with the voiceover. This is like the biggest cluster F ever of a video. Anyways, so what have you guys been up to? Let's just chat instead of looking at the disaster happening in the video. So, like I said, I am working on Black Friday stuff. So there's freebies and a huge sale. If you guys are new to my channel and shop, I only have one sale a year, and this is it. And don't worry, it's a good chunk. It's 30% off. Um, but this is it, and this is your opportunity to stock up on a whole bunch of stickers if you resisted all year or want or are a bargain shopper. It'll go from Friday, I think the 29th, until Cyber Monday. So you'll have all weekend to shop as well. I'm really excited about it. And then there will be tiered freebies as well. So like, you spend $50, you get this freebie, you spend $100, you get that freebie kind of thing. I love doing those. I think they're really fun to hit the tier and get the cool new thing in the shop. So that is exciting. Then we have Thanksgiving next week. Look at me painfully peeling off these stickers. It's rough, but we do it. We got it. And it's worth it. It's worth it. Um, so we have Thanksgiving. I host Thanksgiving every year, and I have been putting it off with work stuff and other things with the kids and everything. And now it's next week, and I haven't done any shopping, and my family's like, "What's up? What's going on?" And everyone's trying to plan the menu, what they're going to bring, and I'm just like, "Ugh." I thought about canceling this year and saying, everyone figure it out yourself. But my daughter begged me. She said it's more fun when family comes over. I'm like, ugh, it's the same to me. I'm slaving in the kitchen all day. Anyways, so I I'm not kidding. Like Canadian Thanksgiving sounds awesome. Why is our Thanksgiving so close to Christmas? Like the idea of it being last month and it spread out more before Christmas sounds awesome instead of like the month before, or in this case, less than a month before. Ah, no thanks. No thanks. We have started trying to get in the Christmas mood a little bit, though. I introduced Avery to cheesy Christmas movies. I don't think she's really watched them before. I used to watch Hallmark Christmas movies every year, and I would just leave the channel on all day, but I kind of burnt out on those. So this year we're kind of binging the Netflix Christmas movies. So this weekend we watched last year's Falling for Christmas with Lindsay Lohan. I liked that one. That one got like 5 out of 5 stars for me. It was perfectly cheesy and delightful. And then we watched the new one with Ted from Schitt's Creek with Hot Frosty. That one was, some of it was good and some of it was like yikes, but the cops are the best. The cops were really good. Redeeming Craig Robinson, and then the guy Doyle from Boyle, not Doyle, Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine are on it, and they're like comic relief. It was good. It was okay. But we're looking forward to more coming out and watching together. And then last night we also watched Twisters, the new Twister movie. We love a Glenn Powell in this house, but I really like the original Twister, and this one didn't live up to it for me. It was kind of like, I don't know, there was something missing. I don't know if it was because, I guess technically this is called a reboot. My kids taught me this because of horror movies. Like, one is like, if you're in the same universe where the previous cast, like, characters exist, then it's like continuing the story. I don't know if it's a sequel or whatever, but a reboot is when it's like not in the same universe. And in the new Twisters, there's no Helen Hunt or anything. I kind of expected it to. Well, maybe it was the same universe because she was using the same. Huh, I just realized I didn't put that together and maybe I wasn't paying attention. But you know those like sensors that Helen Hunt's character made in the first one that needed to go up in the tornado? It was in the big canister and it said Dorothy on it. Those were in this one. But then I don't remember anything else or referring to it, or I don't know. I'm confused. I was half watching. One of my kids was yapping through the whole thing. Maybe I'll have to watch it again. Anyways, I do like the original Twister better. But Glen Powell always gets points for me. So I'm on to the next corner here, as you can see. I decided to layer 2 tags on this corner, but then there wasn't enough washi showing because I love the washi, so I had to like add some more. And I'm glad I did. I like that the washi shows. It's one of my favorite washi, so I'm always trying to make it show through. I'm just watching this now. Okay, how often does this happen to you? Where you're doing a spread, whether you're recording it or doing it for yourself or whatever. You lay out the whole thing and then you move on, you start writing in it. Maybe a couple days later, you look at it and you're like, oh, I should have done this. I should have added this. This is me live doing that for you. So you got a sneak peek into my planning regrets because now I'm thinking I should have just written a cute quote on each tag, like with my lettering. Dang. Now, I know that was risky because writing, I could write it ugly or want to fix it, but it's stickers and I could write it before I stick it down. Man, man, the regrets. Oh well, I have to live with this. But the benefit of watching the video and my regrets is maybe you guys will do it that way. Maybe it's a better idea. And now you guys can do it in your planner. You're welcome. Okay, so I have this huge quote, and even though this one also doesn't fit in the tag, the way I lay it down is much more satisfying to me than the other one. Like, it's not crooked. It's coming off, but it's straight across. It's so much better. So much better. One thing I do really need to get on top of is Christmas shopping. Are you one of those people who Christmas shopped like for the last 2 months and you're done? Or are you going to be ordering things on Amazon the week of Christmas? I'm a kind of both combined, where I've seen a few things the last couple months, only a couple, where I've got them, I snatched them up, I was paying attention, but like I still have a lot to do, and the kids are doing their lists and stuff. Did I tell you about Go Wish? So Go Wish is this thing that Avery discovered last year or the year before, and now I'm making all the kids do it, and it is awesome. So they make a Christmas list and they all they have to do is copy and paste links to what they want into this Christmas list. And then when they share it with you, it's the links to everything they want. And if you sign up, which I signed up because the kids use it every year, if you select it, you can select it as purchased so that when you share the list with grandparents or aunts and uncles or the rest of the family, you can already mark stuff that has been taken and that they can't get. It's awesome. I know some people really like coming up with presents and aren't huge on the list, but in our house, we like lists because if we're going to spend money, we're going to spend it on something they want and they'll use. I mean, there have been years where I try to come up with something myself and then I watch it just sit there the rest of the year. It's frustrating. So I got these crafty quotes to add to the spread as well. Oh yeah, I forgot we're planning here, right? Anyways, because I figured maybe the tags would take up too much room elsewhere on the pages, so I could just stick down some of these flowers and then add a crafty quote to the page, which I think turns out great. So we'll add a yellow flower over here because I have yellow on the other page and not on this one so far. Let's see which one I should use. Again, with the light crafty paper, craft paper, I dig it. So much thinner too. The other one was so bulky and thick. So this is perfect addition to the spread. And then of course I need some more of the washi up there, I realize after the fact. Today is a lot of peeling and adjusting in the spread. It's just kind of an off week for me. Coming up with the ideas. I think I'm just out of fall ideas. I love fall and I want to use fall all the time, but then sometimes it just feels like you've done it all. And I felt like that this week. Anyways, so if you guys have weeks like this, trust me, I know how you feel. I really, ugh, I'll really look forward to turning the page next week for sure. But in the shop, we have the Black Friday sale, and then next month I am doing the custom name stickers again. Um, Again, if you're new to the shop, I write out your name with my own lettering, and you can order some sheets. Last year, I would release like 50 at a time, not even 50, I don't think. And then I would like restock so that I wouldn't get too overwhelmed. This year, I think I'm going to release a lot more, but I'm going to limit how many people can get because there were some people ordering like 8 last year. And I'm like, no wonder I'm going through this and people can't get their hands on it. So this year, I'll list more, not unlimited because I still have to write them all and it takes longer, but you'll only be able to get like 2 or 3 at a time, maybe. We'll see. I'm always changing this one at this time of year, but here is how the name sticker looks in your planner. You'll get 3 of about that size. They might be slightly bigger or smaller depending on how many letters your name has. Like, that's what's hard with doing these is like, Allie is easy, but Alexandra is hard. And then the hardest ones to fit on the page in the past were like word names like Brittany or I don't know, other names where there's a lot of tall letters like T's and then a couple Y's or whatever that hang down below and trying to fit them all on the page. That was crazy. But I think I have a solution this year. Just 3 names each, and there will be plenty of names for your guys' planners. If you get 3 and you have 3 planners, it's perfect. Um, how many planners do you guys have for next year? Are you like a one and done like me and catch all, or is there like 2 with house stuff and then work stuff, or are you like one of those 12 planner people? I remember back in the day, my Happy Planner Squad days with the all of the planners and trying to come up with all of the content and all of the overconsumption and me trying to come up with what other planner can I do. I have a catch-all and I have a health one and I have a um what else did I have? I had a bunch. And so did everyone else back then. But I've just never seen anyone start with the same 8 planners and end with them, having used all of them. And hot take here, I feel like some of them are faked for content. I don't know. I don't know. Don't come at me for that. I like my one planner. Keep it simple. It is less content for sure, like recording films, recording videos and taking pictures and stuff, but this is just me and this is how I use it. So I decided I'm going to try to come up with a tag over in the margin. I always love a good sticker in the margin after I do my corners. I don't super use that area, so I think it brings a little bit more color and interest to that part of the page. Um, the Soul Needs Autumn quote, I think I could cut up and center or put on one of the tags and fit it more closely than the last 2. When I create these quote sticker sheets, I really started to like trying to fit the quote in like one line because then you can cut it up word by word and fit it where you need to instead of me like fitting it, making it a certain shape and then that quote you like doesn't fit in your spread. You know what I mean? I am really loving the idea of this. Maybe one of you guys can do the same thing and redo it, make it look better. Because I really do love the layering with the clear flowers and the craft paper. I love how it turned out like that way. It's the quotes and stuff centering for me that just did not work. So this is what I mean by you can trim the quote down and then you can fit it in whatever shape you prefer. This almost fits properly, but not quite. It's good enough for me, especially this week. So I love this one kind of flower that I drew. I don't know if it's like a fern leaf or something, but I love how it turned out. These florals. So if you're new to the shop, I name, I kind of classify the flower type by the name of it. So blooms is my more graphic looking, bold flowers. And then I have florals for this more watercolor looking. The blooms are on paper sticker paper, and the florals like these are on clear sticker paper. And I really like these, and I really should do some more. Like, I have so many blooms. I do blooms every um, month now, but I like created these stickers my first year of my shop in the fall, and I of course have summer, winter, spring, and I think I have one that's just general watercolors, and then I have like a St. Patrick's Day theme one. But now I'm thinking I need to like bring this style back. Do you guys like this style? I mean, it's popular in the shop. It doesn't sell as much as the blooms, but that's probably because the blooms are new and these have been around for a while. So I also have in the shop these florals, the watercolor looking ones, as a seasonal washi tape set. That's another thing that's going to be super sale in my Black Friday sale. All of my washi has my old branding on it, so I really, really, really need to get rid of all of it. So it's going to be on super clearance, really cheap, and you guys can grab like a bunch of washi um, with Black Friday. So I used a tag, and then I used another crafty quote to bring more crafty craft paper up here. I just love the look of craft paper. I love it. It doesn't sell well in the shop, to be honest, but I don't care because I like it and I use it. Well, actually, since I changed it to this lighter craft paper, it is selling a lot better. So people must have been like, wow, that craft paper is too dark or something back when I first released it, and now it's better. So be sure to grab some for sure in for Black Friday. And you could stock up on the craft paper. Ooh. So we have another stock of wheat I thought I would add here. Wheat. I love the wheat in floral arrangements. Like it brings like height to an arrangement, and it's very fall feel. So I love that I added it to this sticker sheet. And look, try not to look at the corners here. Um, but I'm not a fan. But this happens. This happens to the best of us. And I'm thinking that maybe sometimes when you fill in your planner, it makes it look better. Like after the pen, after you write on it, even if it's a spread you didn't really love, filling in your whole week from top to bottom, it'll make it look better. I don't know. We will see, I guess. So we will start writing in it, and maybe that will make me feel a little bit better. So, of course, it's Tuesday, so we will fill in Monday. Again, it's funny, way back when I used to have a YouTube channel, I used to think Tuesday was the worst day to post anything. I don't know where I got that. And now that's all I post on, and you guys come through with views just fine. Um, and for some reason, Monday, I always have stuff I really need to get done for the week. So I feel like filming is a waste of time, and Tuesday, I have some more stuff off my plate, so it feels better. So yesterday, I did what I always talk about when the night before I have a terrible night's sleep or I went to bed too late. And I tell you guys that I should just take a nap in the morning and then I'll feel better throughout the day. But I usually deny myself a nap because it's a waste of time. Well, I did it. Yesterday, after I dropped the boys off at school, I came home and I took a nap. Living the dream over here. So I figured I would just take a nap and then shift the rest of my day a little later, which I did. It kind of worked. I mean, I definitely got more stuff done than if I hadn't taken a nap because I would have been exhausted all day, but I didn't get as much done as if I had just gone to bed and slept well, but that doesn't always happen. So I napped and I still worked, which is a good thing, I think. And naps are awesome, and I get to use this cute sticker. So there you go. Then after the nap, I had to I always mark my hand when I have a marker with a cap, especially Sharpies. I always miss the cap, and that's why I buy clicky. Look at me miming to you guys. That's why I get click Sharpies now so that I don't get the ink all over my hand. So, yesterday, I did pack and ship some more orders and got some work done. I like these labels, but then I remember I have these brown shipping envelope stickers that I really like, and they don't go with a lot of spreads. So I try to use them whenever I can because they're cute. And the brown goes with fall packing and shipping. So there you go. I really like writing like bold what I need to get done, and then I like to add the bullets underneath for the day. I had to start filling out the custom names for some of my affiliates so I could send it to them ahead of time so that they can show them off before they're listed at the beginning of December. That's actually a goal for me next year in the shop is to get the new releases to my affiliates sooner before the release so they could show them off leading up to the release. Usually I'm way behind and can't get it to them. And then other times I wait to find out who my top affiliate is on like the 31st. And then my release is the first, so there's no way to get it to them. So that's what I'm doing this year. Another shop goal. And then yesterday, Luke had flag football tryouts for his middle school. Just when I was so relieved flag football was over, now he's going to start playing for school, which I am less than happy about. I don't know. I just don't like football. I'm glad it's still flag football. We didn't have teams um, at the middle school when I went there, but I realized that especially for football, I think the high school wants the kids to have played it before they get to high school and join the football team because most kids try to join the football team in high school, but secretly I am hoping he's a bench warmer for 2 years because in tackle football, we don't need his brain scrambled. You only need 2 years of like physical education slash playing on a team, and then you're done at the school. So I'm hoping that he goes on the football team and then just sits there for 2 years and then it's done. So his beautiful brain stays perfectly healthy and exactly the way it is. That's parenting with anxiety, everyone. I tried to explain it to Avery yesterday. It's different. It's different than I can't imagine parents that just have, well, I guess no parents have no worries, but with anxiety, you have a lot of worries, even the most irrational, but you do what you got to do. So you can also tell when I'm really busy in my planner, like last week, the meals that get done. So I always write feed yourself whenever it's like a feed your where I'm not making something and you guys can figure it out, but I always end up feeding them, of course. Last night, actually, Luke helped Dean with dinner, which was awesome. Much appreciated. But if I'm busy, there's a lot fewer like real meals written down in my planner for sure. So this one I put feed yourself. I gotta find. I need to come up with something else to write there for the feed yourself nights. Something more clever, where it's like I'm out or don't ask. Ooh, that's what I should put on the busy days for dinner. I should just write when I'm not making something. I'll put don't ask because don't ask me what's for dinner. Just go figure it out yourself. So last night I went to bed early after my nap and tried to make up for being so tired. So I have these cute emojis, but I also have these adorable ones from Lightly Inked. Her cafecitos are so cute, and I don't use them nearly enough. Whenever she has a new release, I always pray for more of these little icons because they're so cute. I love the little coffee cup. It's perfect. And then today, of course, we have filming, and then I did not write down that I had to do a voiceover because I didn't know it. Oh yeah, yesterday Avery was absent. She's going to school more and feeling a bit better, but she's still going to have absences. We're finally getting the official 504 in order, I think after Thanksgiving break. Do you guys have a whole week off for Thanksgiving? My kids do. When I was a kid, we did not. It was when we only got Thursday and Friday off, I think, but now they get a whole week off. Um, which I guess makes sense because if people are traveling for Thanksgiving, they're not just going to be gone those 2 days. So, anyways, today I'm filming and now doing a voiceover, and I have to edit and all that fun stuff. Always put the heading and then the bullets. It's precious. Again, I love how I've adjusted to filling in my planner since removing the journaling. I feel like it's become second nature again. Like, when you're trying to teach yourself a new habit and relearn something, it takes a minute. Now I know what I'm doing and I don't have to think about it too much before I write in my planner. So then I have an Instagram post. Another way you can tell when I'm super busy is I kind of vanish off social media. So I haven't posted since my plan with me last week, but don't worry. This week there will be a couple more posts because I don't know if I'm gonna post the Black Friday deals and reveals and stuff Friday or maybe next Monday. I don't know. But I will try to post more this week for sure, if for nothing else for my shop. So, and I like that I moved up my video posting to 2 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. So it's like, I don't know, done earlier and I can forget about it and move on for the rest of the evening. Then tomorrow we have a doctor's appointment for Walker, our dog. Our puppy is a sweet, sweet angel dog that we got in quarantine. He was found in a cardboard box under a freeway overpass with his 8 brothers and sisters, and he was the runt of the group, the bullied baby, and he was quiet and shy, and he was the last one adopted by us. And we love him so much, but then he was a quarantine dog, so he did not get socialized as much as he should have. He's also my first dog ever, so I realize the mistakes I've made with this poor guy. But he has his annual checkup this week, and I have to take him by myself, which I've never done. And the poor thing has to get drugged because he gets so anxious and scared at the doctor's office. But he's such a good boy. He doesn't know what's coming, but I have to take him this week, and I'm so scared. Forrest, Forrest makes all of the appointments, and this he took Walker last year, and so this year he's like, "I'm making you go," and he made the appointment for when he couldn't do it. I'm not scared of anything happening. I just feel really bad for him. So I've had a pit in my stomach for him that he's gonna be scared and nervous tomorrow at the doctor, and I'm just like, ugh, poor puppy. You know what it's like when you love your puppy. So I have that to look forward to tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'll just be happy when it's over for sure. So this is how my week is shaping out so far. I definitely like it filled in better now that I've started to write in it, even though I didn't love how it turned out. I also don't love how this video turned out. My apologies for all the rambling on this video. It was a long video to begin with, and then it was also a frustrating spread. And then when I had to record this, I seriously thought about just scrapping it more than once and not posting a video this week. But again, done is fun. And at least I got it done, got my spread done, post a video, write in my planner. We did it. We made it. Then we'll be on to next week with Thanksgiving week and Black Friday. And yeah, I hope the spread looks better. And I hope my microphone works. And I hope it all works out next week. But you do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. So thanks for bearing with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, even despite this video. Trust me, some of my other videos are better.